Hello, girls, and
Hello.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy
Happy New
New
Year.
Year. Thank you for finding time. And just to let people know how we met and who we are, and that we are actually real people from different places from North America. So far, it's US and Canada. So, yeah, who wants to start?
I can.
Go ahead.
So, when I started this journey of entrepreneurship and fempreneurship, it becomes quite a evolution of finding who you are. So, really digging deep and looking at your values, what you need to heal, what needs to evolve. And that's when I started. I'm quite introverted. That's when I started a little bit more extroverting myself so I can find people across North America and also European as well in Europe to see are there like-minded people? Are there people like me out there? And that's when I first connected with Viv. And and we've told this story now many, many times, but as soon as we connected, we both were like batteries to each other. We were like, wow, look at that. Like, oh, there you are. And that's why I believe one of the reasons we've come together is that we are almost like each other's muses to bring each other back home and to walk each other home so that we can help other women.
Yeah. Yeah.
So thank you
That
all.
Thank you. That's interesting
Beautiful,
because I
Roshni.
think all of us, I think, met on the same network platform,
Correct.
networking platform. So this is how
Mhm.
we met, and this is true because I don't remember how I met each of you, but Roshni, that's true, and it was like I guess this is what makes us a group like that, is that we have the same vision, the same vibration about vibrating with who we are and wanting to help other women. So
Mm,
that's the thing from our different expertise, our different background.
mm,
Yeah, absolutely.
I think similarly, I have, like Roshni, been introverted most all my life, and even in my career, I was working with people, but most of the people I worked with were adolescents. So when I started entrepreneurship, I'm like, oh wow, there's a whole new world of adults now that I have to learn to interact with comfortably, and how do I get the practice for that, you know? And starting in networking, especially with women, I had met Mary, I had met Sharon, I had met Roshni all separately and didn't even know, that they knew each other, but just
Uh,
finding alignment with each of them in a different way. And like Roshni and I especially felt like a mirror effect, like I've always felt like, oh wow, me too, oh my goodness, like just this parallel reality. And then Roshni invited me into this space, and that's when I met you, Viv, is once I came into this group specifically. But it has been like a blossoming happening in our connection, as a group. And then, Sharon and I and Roshni speaking separately kind of on the motherhood, particularly as women, that has been a phenomenal space for us to reflect and like bounce off of each other as we grow.
wow. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about this morning, and there's this element for me of such an incredible capacity for mutual respect. And that's pretty unusual. Often in the entrepreneurial world, people are striving to have their message, et cetera, be heard or to support each other for sure. And making sure that, your business is up front and center. And what I really feel is happening here that is so precious to me is we're not always coming, we're from really different places in the world, different backgrounds, traditions, specialties, expertise, but there's such a capacity to really take each other in and to just acknowledge so beautifully and unconditionally, like, yeah, you're my sister, you're my posse, and we're here together flowing through, so we've all been meeting for, I was thinking about this, over a year and a half, maybe even close to 2 years.
2 years, yeah.
And there's been a lot of, shifts and changes of, are we doing a project together? What are we doing? Are we hanging out talking? What's going on here? And what I love is that we just keep showing up, trusting the mystery, trusting what's propelling us, trusting what's in our hearts, and more so trusting each other. Like, I trust all of you, even if I don't, we have yet to physically meet in person. And that is so special in this day and age. And to trust the process and trust that what we can feel, even if we can't always put it into words, is needed on this planet now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Mary, that's interesting that last time you mentioned also what the group was about. We started the group with connecting with each other, creating a community where we can exchange, as Mary, you said last time, exchange, support each other, and, a real community of women in their career, but also socially and spiritually, and So Mary, it's your turn.
Thanks, Viv. Yeah, I met you, Viv. Probably the same place you met the rest of us, and again, it was that instant connection, and I love that with all of you. What I was looking for at the time, and I maybe didn't even know it, was that community, that tribe, that, yes, we support each other, but more than that, we understand each other. We can communicate freely and openly with each other without holding back, which is what happens so much in this world of social media and online presence and all of that. Is, can I say this? Is it safe? In this community, it's safe. It's safe to be who we are and to share what we want to share and to really feel supported and connected. As women, I'm one of the elders in this group. And so I've been in a place in most of my life where it was not safe to share what I was really feeling and who I really was. And that's changing. I am so excited about 2026. I have to tell you, do you know that Harper's Bazaar published an article about frequency medicine? And I'm like, what? This is like 2026 is going to be so great. I'm really excited. So, I think we can bring cutting edge stuff to this group. We can look back and see, it's really about what does it mean to be a woman now and how is that changing? And so that's who we are, and we support each other, and we want to support other people who want to join us.
Well said. Yeah, very
I
well
like
said.
also that like all of us are kind of skewing on slightly gangster as well, because we've gone through a lot. Sharon's face, she's like, now we're pillars. We're pillars too, but we have stories. We've carried them, we've shouldered them. And man, did the year of the snake really show me what I was carrying, and shedding that amidst openly and then quietly is amongst other women is very, very healing. And we've talked about this many times before. A safe woman is an amazing creature. A safe woman is limitless. She is sovereign, which is Sharon, you introduced me to that vocabulary, sovereign woman. How beautiful is that? To shed what you need to shed. You don't need to perform. You don't need to pretend. You can rewrite something with people who are equally on that journey with you, and you guys help each other to evolve. And Mary, to go to your elderly, you said you're the elder in the group. My son just coined a vision here at home. He said, Mom, you're not old, you're vintage.
I get that
We
here
are
too.
vintage pillars.
I do
That's what I'm
too.
talking.
I get that when my boys pull out something, they say, hey, it's vintage. I go, it was made in the 80s. They're like, yeah, that's vintage.
No, don't say it was made in the 1900s, Mom. The 1900s.
Oh, we can bring
Oh,
back the
Oh,
50s.
that's
Yay.
funny.
oh,
Yeah, yeah.
How about
You
you,
know,
yes.
Vivian?
you know
Tell
also
us.
what is interesting is I was telling my nephew during Christmas we had a moment. He's in New York City and he came to visit here in Montreal. And you know, girls, I lived in US also in New York City. But so we had a moment together, and he said to me, you know, it's only when you left New York, Vivian, that I realized what you meant by such and such and such. And I'm like, it's okay. Time came for you to let it sit and become that.
Mm,
And I think for the group is the same. If we had met 5 years ago, I don't know if we would have developed this synchronicity, this thing together. So it was a perfect timing. So I am grateful for that too. The time was perfect for each of us to bang, and here we are, you know,
boom.
in that sense. Yeah.
We're seasoned
Like
women.
it's like a convergence. That's what it
Yeah.
makes me feel.
Mm,
Like we're
Yeah.
all riding
Oh,
a
yeah.
wave separately, but then we all come together and create a new flow. But it was like destined, It's not like we came into it like I'm looking for four other women, you know what I mean? None of us was like you said, Mary, I didn't know what I was looking for. It's just that we allowed the flow and just let it go, like Roshni, like we talked about, not pretending, not performing, just letting it be and allowing this to grow. So
hmm And also, I guess this is what WWP is. It's birthing now, but we are open to the direction it takes. We have an idea, we have a vision, what we want, obviously, and but it can take many forms from there. So this year is also a wonderful year of exploration with other women, you know.
mhm.
Yeah, that's true.
And I
Good.
love that we're standing for we are many voices. We are many
Yeah.
faces. And, as pillars, there are 5 of us, and we've kind of laid out the next 6 months with some gorgeous conversations with more women. And again, this is this container that is so willing to keep expanding, to keep revealing that it is all of our voices that actually shows kind of that one beating heart of women, but it comes in many different ways, languages, cultures, etc. And I love that we can hold that.
No, exact. Yeah, yeah. And the good thing by being multi-background, multidisciplinary, multi-whatever, is that we can reach more women because I've noticed personally that it's time to stop the jargon, the hermetic language. We need to reach to make the concepts accessible to everybody because you never know who can be, triggered by something that if the concept was too technical, too out there, would not reach people. But so there's this aspect that we want also to develop, from our different backgrounds, is how we can communicate and communicate to others something that is actually natural and there for everybody in this universe. Yeah,
And I
good.
think too, like the wisdom that we are all wise souls, based on the experiences, perhaps even past life, if you do subscribe to past lives as well. But we will create a container of wisdom that is relevant, that is understanding of what women can learn from. I'm a teacher by heart, so if a woman learns one thing to help her to feel better on her path home to herself, then my job is done. And so bringing our collective wisdom together is very powerful, and aligning our values within this group to create a safe container is very powerful, because as collective wisdom grows, so does the heart. And as the heart grows, that's where a woman starts to receive better. And she understands that receiving is a part of her birthright, that she doesn't all have to pour herself out. I'm going to start swearing because I get really passionate about this. Why would I will not? Just to receive and not pour out until she's empty and not feeling safe anymore.
So this
Yeah, that sounds-
WWP starts as interviews, podcasts, and will develop more in different products. But we start with interviews and communication
Sure.
with
Yes.
other women. And
Absolutely.
yeah, good. So, ladies, it was a real pleasure to share these 15 minutes with you to open the launch, to start the launch of our WWP podcast. And
Yes.
a last word to end today. Anyone, a last word?
I'm excited.
Have excited? Who has an anchor word? Is there an
I'm
anchor word?
speechless.
Okay. Peaceful and grounding this year. We all need that. Okay.
Yeah.
So ladies, I'll see you soon.
Yes.
Thank you.
Bye.
Peace.
Thank you.